Well, good morning. It's Sunday, February the 1st, and here's the bad dad joke of the day. What happens when frogs park illegally? They get towed. Okay, that's cute. They've used this particular diagram of a maze for several of these rather than draw the traditional cartoon. So I wonder what, couldn't they have drawn a picture of a frog parked in a no parking zone, sitting in a no parking zone? I don't know. Interesting. Anyway, bad dad joke of the day. First day of February 2026. And I'm going to work on 2 bikes today. Talk about it in the next video. Well, good morning. It's a Sunday morning, I think February the 11th. It's going on 10 o'clock, and Kevin's on his way down. He'll be here around 10 to do a test ride on a Lymey bike. What we're going to do is do a cold start, and then he'll test ride it. And while he's here, I'm going to have him help me do the ignition timing on this bike. I think we already did it. We're going to do it again. This bike will run with choke on, but not without, as of yesterday. So, and I took the carburetor apart, and went through it completely. And I even verified that all of the jets are correct. Matter of fact, this bike's Mikuni jetting is absolutely positively identical to the Mikuni jetting on my bike. And my bike runs really good. So I don't understand why this guy's only running with choke on. Got good strong spark, and spark tester there. Anyway, one thing I did yesterday is I put on a charge adapter on this bike, figuring that I'm going to be using the starter a lot this morning. So I put a charge adapter onto the battery, just like I have on the Lymey bike over there, which lets me charge it. So I stuck it on an overnight charge, and I've got a good strong charge on the battery now. It's interesting, both of these bikes have the identical battery. It's the one I'm buying from Norton's now, and it's the one that has the little digital readout on top of it. The problem is they're buried inside the bike far enough so that you really can't see it. You sort of have to pull the battery out to see the little digital readout. I had a good client, a couple of clients suggested putting digital readouts on batteries, and it's a good deal. A matter of fact, I have on both of these bikes on here, see this little LED right there? When the bike is charging, that's green. When it's idling, it's yellow. And when it's not charging, it's red. And I have that on the Norton. I did. What I have now is a actual voltmeter up on the dashboard, so I can actually see the charge as I ride the bike, rev the bike, and let the bike idle. These are aftermarket, and they're add-ons. And no, I don't normally put them onto motorcycles. What's interesting is over here, I have a test box. It's down here. And that's the amp tester. And all right, here's the excuse me. I have a voltmeter and a AC volts and DC volts that I can hook to the bikes for readouts. So I have the test equipment, and frankly, truth of the matter is, most electrical problems are so simple that they don't cause a real problem. Usually an electrical problem is pretty obvious. Something stops working, or switch contacts are a problem. These switches were never intended to last as long as they have, 50 some odd years. They're not waterproof in any way, shape, manner, or form, and the contacts get all nasty and corroded. So, and they are theoretically non-repairable, even though I take them apart and repair them. So these are 5-year bikes, not 50-year bikes. These are 5-year bikes. The Norton Triumph BSA, they wanted to sell a bike, have the owner be happy with it for 2, 3, 4, 5 years, and sell it to somebody else, and maybe last a while before it just got, sent to that great bike graveyard in the sky. They never expected them to still be out here 50, 60 years later. So the switches are horrible. And I'll say this, it wasn't the best technology available. They could have been made better. There just wasn't any real reason to, because these were not long-term vehicles. Actually, back in the 50s and 60s, or 60s and 70s, American cars weren't considered to be long-term vehicles. I mean, they were just as bad. I had friends with brand new cars back then that they were just hangar queens and dealer dollies. They were always in the shop. And frankly, the Japanese motorcycle industry and the Japanese car industry was the best thing that ever happened to the American motorcycle industry and the American automobile industry, because they made cars that would last, good quality. I'll never forget the first time I looked under the hood of a Japanese car and saw copper and rubber tubing running around the inside of the engine compartment, all grouped together with little holders side by side, making right-hand corners and going places. And whereas American cars, you looked under the hood and there was a rat's nest of wiring and tubes all over the place. And I was really impressed. Now, if the Japanese would just come into the RV industry, I'd be really happy, because RVs nowadays are just terrible products, terrible. The word on the road is to never buy an RV younger than 10 years old, 10, 12 years old. Because the modern ones, even the $1 million rigs, are just made out of press board and paper. So, but then that's my diatribe. What can I say? I sold my big rig and got a little one, 22 years old. It's a 2004, and it is better built than the new ones. So, anyway, I just put a new TV in it. The original one. I just replaced it with a smart TV. Anyway, so that's the plan for the day, and I'm sorry to keep going on. I'm going to try to get this one started and timed and see if we can make it run without a choke. Kevin's going to test ride this one, and that is the way it is. Oh, by the way, I just got a notice from a friend that now my videos have ads in them. They're not my ads. I didn't sign up for it. I'm not making any money on this thing. It is not monetized in any way, shape, manner, or form. Ads inside my videos are not my idea. All right, later, I'll let you know how it goes. Okay, well, Kevin, the big K, is here. We've put the bike on center stand for ease of kicking. And we have the gasoline on. We're going to put the choke on. And press down for choke, and gasoline on, a key on.
Electricity, good.
And the man's.
Do you recall if this likes throttle or not?
Let's see. I'm thinking. I'm getting confused. I'd say no throttle.
Okay.
Just see how it goes. Okay. Try some. I don't know. Let's try it. Give it a kick. Give it about half throttle. All right, well, 4 or 5 kicks on the first start of the day, that doesn't bother me. Apparently, the bike likes choke and about half throttle. That's what I got it to start with yesterday, choke and half throttle. And he just did that, choke and half throttle, and it fired right up. So I think that's the combination. And here he comes, under his own power, which is always a good thing. Let it run. Let it run for a minute. Don't kill it.
Okay.
Give me a few. Okay, I wanted to get a shot of the exhaust. All right. Hey, Kevin, how'd it go?
Ain't nothing wrong with this bike.
Is that right?
Everything good about a Norton, this bike has.
Is that right?
Incredible acceleration, good compression on downshifting. The transmission is butter smooth. I was stunned how easily. No, it's, again, this is one I don't. It's great. It's great.
Good.
This makes noise.
Yeah, that's a little
That was a rattle.
little flimsy there.
Yeah, but no,
Not much to do.
She's good to go. She's excellent,
right,
excellent. Like
then-
I said, everything handles beautifully. It's nice to be on the weekend where it can cut through that one parking lot and sort of whip it back and forth.
Did you really?
Oh, it handles great.
Okay.
No, she's tack work, speedometer work. I don't know if they're perfectly accurate, but they work.
All right.
No, she's good.
All right, good. And we're going to give her to the client.
Absolutely.
All right.